Hey everyone, it's Michael with another traveling video discussion here. And the topic for this discussion actually is going to be beginner credit cards. As you know, with anything you do in life, you're a beginner, whether it's riding a bike or learning how to swim. So with that, like I said, to really get into the credit card and traveling game, you have to actually start with these credit cards if you haven't already. So for this discussion, I will break down some credit cards you may want to try out if you're beginning, you have little no credit. And also too, I just want to point out these cards are all personal credit cards, and also they have all no annual fees. So good starter really for anyone who wants to get into the game. And let's get started, everyone. For the first card we're going to discuss here is from Chase. It's the Chase Freedom Unlimited. It's actually the catch-all card, which gives you 1.5 purchases on everything. So 1.5 points on everything. Like I said, it's got, no annual fee. And also it comes with a 0% APR for the first 15 months when activating the card. Really good perk there as well. And like I said, it's got a $200 bonus, I believe, when you spend $500 in the first 3 months. Once again, great value there in points as well. And like I said, the multipliers are actually great too. It's actually very, very similar to the Chase Sapphire Preferred with 3x on drugstores, 3x on dining, and I believe 5x on travel as well. So like I said, very good starter card to have to be in the Chase ecosystem. And like I said, no annual fee and helps to build credit within the future. So definitely a card to get going forward if you really want to start getting into the Chase travel system. So the second card we're going to discuss here is also coming from Chase. It is the Chase Freedom Flex. Chase Freedom Flex is a good card to combo with your Chase Freedom Unlimited, as it gives 5% points basically on a rotating category. So for example, this month, or this quarter actually, I'm sorry, you would get 5% points on purchases from Lowe's and I believe Amazon, which I've actually used. Everyone tend to use that Amazon on purchases. That's been really a staple in a lot of businesses and people's lives. And also it has no annual fee once again. And it also has a $200 bonus on the first $500 spent in the first 3 months. Once again, another great value. And like I said, it has the same multipliers as the Freedom Unlimited with the 3x on drugstores and the traveling. So once again, it's a very powerful card that you can basically get as a starter and helps build your Chase ecosystem for getting traveling. And once you kind of, let's say you get those two cards, you kind of build it up 6 months, 1 year down the road, get your Chase travel cards, and then you can start building for travel. So another great starter card to have for beginners and highly recommended going forward. The third card, we're going to move away from Chase and go to American Express. The one card I definitely recommend is the American Express Blue Cash Everyday card. It's a great starter card if you want to move up or keep as well, but some of the benefits of this card include no annual fee, as I mentioned, and a 0% APR for the first 15 months, which includes balance transfers. So if you're in debt, definitely a card to consider, but I wouldn't recommend it. But one of the perks of having this card. As we move on to the multipliers, not bad as well. We got 3% back on groceries, 3% on online retail purchases, and 3x on gas. So threes across the board, very good multipliers. And also they include some credits, which I noticed here, like the $84 Disney Bundle Plus credit and the $180 Home Chef credit as well. Something to consider, like I said, very grocery-centric kind of card. And also a bonus right now, the sign up right now is showing about $200 back after spending $2,000 in the first 6 months. So a really good starter card. Like I said, no annual fee. And once again, another way to build up your relationship with American Express as you move it. If you want to start applying for other American Express co-branded cards or even branded cards, such as the Platinum or the Gold, or even go co-branded with Hilton and stuff like that, or Marriott. Like I said, once you get your foot in that door with some of these credit card companies, it really helps moving forward. And for this card, I definitely recommend it. It's a good beginner starter card for American Express and going forward. For the third card here, we're going to move away from American Express and go to Capital One. One card I recommend is the Capital One Saver One Rewards card, which is an actual card I'm thinking of getting, spoiler alert, in the future, as it offers no annual fee. And also there are two types too. One basically is one with excellent credit and one is with good credit, as I'll pull up a screen here and you can see basically all that really means is that if you have excellent credit, I think they give you a 0% APR for over a year. And then if you have like good credit, you're basically gonna get you basically have the APR basically apply, if you don't pay a balance of your bill every month. But some multipliers really for this card are really good, and the reason why I'm considering it in my lineup. 3% basically across the board, at least when we're talking about here, on groceries, dining, entertainment, and popular streaming services. After that, it's just a 1x on everything else. Like I said, I consider this because I have the Venture X, but also it's a good combo with it, as you can basically set up your 2-card lineup with the Saver 1 and the Venture X as your traveling card, and then you use your Saver as your grocery and kind of a somewhat catch-all card. And the key thing to me is that if you can get 3x on groceries and dining and not pay an annual fee, it's really a good win in the long run, as there aren't a lot of cards that have a higher multiplier on groceries and dining, other than, like, I can think off the top of my head would be the Amex Gold. So like I said, losing 1x isn't as bad as you're saving on the annual fee and you're gaining, like I said, more money back in your pocket. So once again, a great starter card to have. And like I said, if you have excellent credit, go for that one, obviously with the 0% APR for like 15 months. But if you can, go for the one with the standard good credit. And like I said, you're still paying APR, but you'll still get the same multiplier. Same exact card, just that's the biggest difference really between the good credit and excellent credit for the Capital One Saver One Rewards card. So for the last card I'm discuss, and it's from Citi, and I've heard rumors of Citi being very tight on approving cards, but if you can get this starter card, definitely good in my opinion as well. This card is known as a Citi Rewards Plus. Its multipliers are pretty standard with 2x on supermarkets and gas stations. But I think thing where it really shines, and I haven't seen any starter card that I've listed so far with this kind of bonus, but of course it all depends on the redemptions, but just seeing it in front of me, 25,000 bonus points for a sign-in after spending $1,500 in 3 months. Pretty good. And also, if you want, you could redeem that basically for $250 in gift cards, or use those points to redeem for travel purchases. So really good value there. And then right now, a limited time offer as of now, and could be changed based on when you review the card and application and all that stuff. But there's a 5x multiplier on travel purchases such as car rentals, hotels, and popular attractions, which excludes air travel. And this multiplier actually goes on until June 30th, 2024. So you've got over a year of this multiplier to use for a starter card. That's not bad. I mean, it's much better than like the Chase cards I mentioned, even the Capital One. So good card to start to build a relationship with Citi, to be honest. And if you want to move up to that Citi Premier card, definitely a good choice, or even keep it as well. Like I said, but 2x sign-in bonus, not bad. And then, like I said, no annual fee. Once again, as I've mentioned, for all these cards for Citi, if you want to get in really like with Citi branded cards going forward. Like I said, but I do think that it is harder to get in with Citi, as I've heard rumors in the past. So as we come to the end of this video, I just want to thank everyone for joining in and listening to my discussion on beginner travel cards. And once again, I'll pose this question. Does anyone have these credit cards? Are you considering the future if you're a new traveler? What do you think about my recommendations? A bit aggressive, maybe not? Please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, like I said, I will leave the links in the post as well. In case you're interested, I will not get a commission, or at least for the ones I don't have, which would be the Capital One and the Citi. But feel free to peruse the links and see if you're interested. Really, like I said, I think it's great to see if you want to get in the travel game and check out the credit cards. And if you have any questions, please let me know as well. And I really appreciate everyone joining in. As always, as I always end my videos, life is short. Travel more, everyone. Thanks, everyone.